Well, it is another beautiful day, that very particular day that a lot of people have been waiting for, and that's today that Nigeria is going to take on the Bafana of South Africa. The Super Eagles and the Bafana of South Africa will be holding it down today. Well, welcome to Sport Rush. My name is Ramsey Enoch, and I am with Jesse, number 10, right at the middle this morning to just spin it a little bit. It's going to be a make or mark clash today, and it's happening at 6 p.m. Are you ready to watch that match? Let me quickly give you the fixture of the matches that will be going down today, right from the African Cup of Nations. Nigeria will be taking on South Africa, and that match is going to be 6 p.m. Nigeria time. Then, of course, Cote d'Ivoire will be taking on Democratic Republic of Congo, and that game is going to be 9 p.m. today. As a matter of fact, let's talk about the game between South Africa and Nigeria already. Bafana, then Super Eagles. These two countries are big countries, and when it comes to sports, when it comes to struggle for supremacy, you know what I'm talking about. Quickly, let me just give you a brief of what it's up right now. Three-time African champions, talking about the Super Eagles of Nigeria, are ready to maintain their dominance over the Bafana of South Africa today in the African Cup of Nations as the two powerhouse lock-horns in this game. It's going to be happening this evening, and in this first semi-final, this is going to be the first semi-final of the 34th edition of the African Cup of Nations in Cote d'Ivoire. It will be recalled that the Victor Osimhen inspired team Piper, the Black-Ass Negras of Angola, 1-0 in the quarterfinals, while Bafana overcame regional rivals Cape Verde on penalties to set up today's clash with Nigeria. There's something I'm looking forward to in this game. Who is going to get the first goal? I'm not doing a prediction, but then the first to get a goal today will play a lot of defensive game. For Nigeria, sometimes they find it very difficult to get a goal, even though Osimhen is always troubling the defense of Nigerians' opponents. But today, let's see what's going to happen. The Super Eagles gaffer talking about Jose Pesero. Pesero is saying something. The gaffer is saying something. What is he saying? According to the coach of the Super Eagles, he has disclosed that his words must be at their best today. If they've been playing before, no problem. But today, they need to be at their best with a hope to beat Africa to qualify for the African Cup of Nations. According to what he said, I would like to quote him verbatim. He said it will be a tough match against a good national team, and that's South Africa. And he went forth to say that the Super Eagles must play 100% or more to beat this very good team. He's referring to the Bafana of South Africa, and he's also added that according to him, he said he believes that they can actually win this competition. Pesero further praised the organization of Bafana. Well, this is one good thing that he has done. Of course, they are your opponent, yeah? But then, you don't need to talk them down, okay? He said they are a very good organized team. And as a matter of fact, they are parading as many as 9 players from champions Mamelodi Sundown, as well as the qualifiers for the South African League. Well, let's see how that is actually going to go. Then reigning African Players of the Year, talking about Victor Osimhen, has already arrived Cote d'Ivoire. These are good news. All right, for the Cup of Nations semi-final match between Nigeria and South Africa, like I said, according to the team medics, they performed their final test and took the decision that he is going to be available for the encounter. Osimhen was actually left behind at their Pullman hotel as a result of abdominal discomfort. Well, that's the reason he was actually left in the hotel, but now he's better. He's doing very well. He's going to be returning for that game, but a lot of people are asking questions. Why is it that Osimhen is not getting the kind of goal? Yeah, it's not getting the kind of goal that a lot of people expected from him. But then, it really cannot make a forest. He's been trying. He's been putting the opponent's defense under a very serious pressure. But then, let's see how that is going to at least convert into something good today. Super Eagles, you need to do something to actually win this game. I'm going on a quick break. After this break, I'm returning back again, and I'm going to tell you something about an information that is coming from South African Department of International Relations. I will be back after this break. Don't go nowhere. My name is MC Ramsey.
Follow us on our social media handles at Oweleketv. Visit our website at www.oweleketv for a thrilling journey. Oweleketv, rising star at the fairground.
All right, it's good to have you back from that break. It is still Sport Rush live on your screen with MC Ramsey. I said on returning from this break, I'm going to tell you something that is happening from South Africa. And there is a statement that has been made by the South African Department of International Relations. According to the information coming from the South African International Relations and Corporations, they have said there are no possible threat on Nigerians living or visiting the nation. Talking about South Africa ahead of the CAF African Cup of Nations semi-final match between both countries today. The department disclosed this on Tuesday following the statement issued by the Nigerian High Commission in South Africa on Monday. The Nigerian High Commission in an advisory had advised the Nigerian community to be watchful of their utterances, be mindful of where they choose to watch the match. You know what happens? And sometimes when these games are being played, a lot happens. Sometimes you see people quarreling. You see some people making references to statements or things that have been said on social media. And before you know, there is a problem. So that's a warning coming from the High Commission. According to the information, they said especially in public places, if you're in a public place, you need to refrain from engaging in loud riotous or provocative celebration should the Super Eagles win the match. That's it. You need to be careful in case Nigerian Super Eagle wins the match. If you're in a public place, be careful how you celebrate, because a statement of a celebration may generate to something else, may lead to something you don't expect. Let's move from there and go to the Nigerian Professional Football League. I want to say this. I love this. The management of Rangers International Football Club of Enugu State, the Flying Antelope, have they've recruited 6 new players to galvanize the team to finish tops of the 2023-2024 Nigeria Professional Football League season, whose second round is built to commence on February 14, 2024. Rangers General Manager, talking about Barrister Amobi Ezaku, described the new players as quality legs that will help the coaching crew get the right mix to challenge for the honor in both the league and Federation Cup. Well, let's move away from there and bring you more story from JCO. Of course, JCO is one club that have been on top of their game. It's one club that have been sending players outside the shores of the country to play on the international stage. They've been sending people out of the country to actually play on the international stage. According to what's coming this morning, JCO have extended their winning in the ongoing first edition of the Northern Zone Scouting Tournament as the Humble FC20 in a 2-0 battle on Tuesday to proceed to the next game. As a matter of fact, it was a very good one, a very beautiful one. If you watch that game, you will know that the coach is trying. If you watch that game, you know that we have talents in Africa. You will know that at least there is still hope for the Nigerian under-17 and even the Super Eagles. And as a matter of fact, finally this morning, let's get to the world of sprinter, as Nigerian sprinter Oluwatobi Amusan has set a new African women's indoor record at the new Balance Indoor Grand Prix in Boston. According to the information, clocking 7.75 seconds in the 60 meters hurdle. The performance in Boston beats her previous record of 7.77 seconds set in Kazakhstan at the Astana Indoor Meet in January. Well, that's going to be the size of Sport Rush for today. Do well to watch the Nigerian game. 6 p.m. is the time. But then, I don't want anyone to go fighting. I don't want anyone to quarrel. There shouldn't be problem. Just go out, watch that game, all right, with decorum, all right, no problem. Those of you in South Africa, remember what the High Commission has said. You need to be very, very careful with your utterances. the way you celebrate, because I know the Super Eagles may take the day. It is a game. I'm not giving it outrightly to the Super Eagles. Anything can happen. Nobody ever knew they were going to come this far. But look at where they are today. It has been a very slim margin happening for the Super Eagles. Will the same thing play out today against the Bafana of South Africa? My name is MC Ramsey with Jesse number 10. I'm going to call it a wrap right here. I'll return again, and that's going to be on Friday when we will be celebrating either the South African team or the Super Eagles. But then I would love to celebrate the Super Eagles because I'm a Nigerian, of course, and it's good to be patriotic. But then, apart from being patriotic, the game needs to be played according to the rules. All right, bye-bye for now and have a beautiful day. My name once again is MC Ramsey.